Good morning, students. Let's begin our social science class. Today I am going to explain NCERT Democratic Politics, Chapter 1 Power Sharing. Today's contents are meaning, communities and regions of Belgium, means ethnic composition of Belgium, accommodation in Belgium, communities and regions of Sri Lanka, means ethnic composition of Sri Lanka, and majoritarianism in Sri Lanka. Power sharing meaning. Power sharing is a technique to share the power at different levels. It is an idea inculcated in democracy so that the power is not concentrated at one hand only and that different forms can keep a check on each other. India is an example of holding together federation where the power is shared between central government and different constituent states. In this chapter, we are going to start with the two case studies from Belgium and Sri Lanka. Both these stories are about how democracies handle demands for power sharing. Here, the first case study of Belgium. Belgium is a small country in Europe. It shares its boundaries with France, Netherlands, Germany, and Luxembourg. The ethnic composition of Belgium is very complex. Brussels is the capital of Belgium. Now we are going to see different ethnic group reside in which proportion in Belgium. When we talk about the 59%, the total population 59% lives in Flemish region and speaks Dutch language. Another 40% people live in Wallonia region and speak French. Remaining 1% of Belgians speak Germany. In the capital city Brussels, 80% people speak French while 20% people speak Dutch language. So this is what the ethnic composition of Belgium. What is the cause? Before going to see the cause of dispute between these two communities, through the map we can understand the yellow part occupied by the Dutch speaking community, and this is Flemish region. And when we talk about the dark orange color, French speaking community, and that part shows the Wallonia region. And then the center light orange, that is the Brussels capital, and German is the right hand side border which is shown by the lines. It is German speaking area. So this is what the Belgium map. What were the causes of resentment between these two communities? First, the minority French speaking community was relatively rich and powerful. Second, this was resented by the Dutch speaking community who got the benefit of economic development and education much later. And the third, this led to the tensions between the Dutch speaking and French speaking communities during the 1950s and 1960s. So this is 3-mark question. Maybe will come in exams. So prepare this also. The tension between the two communities was more acute in Brussels. Give reason why. This part is also important as 1-mark point of view. Brussels, which is known as the capital of Belgium, presented a special problem. The Dutch speaking people constituted majority in country but a minority in the capital. This is the problem. Now we are going to see how Belgian government accommodate or adjust these ethnic problems in Belgium. The Belgium leader recognized the existence of regional differences and cultural diversity. They amended their constitution 4 times between 1970 and 1993. This amendment shows how they are concerned about the things or provide the best solution to the society. So this is the first point, how Belgium government accommodate their power, so accommodate their problem. So this is the first point. They amended their constitution 4 times between 1970 and 1993. Power sharing accommodation. Now how they divide the power among the different areas. First, constitution prescribes that the number of Dutch and French speaking ministers shall be equal in the central government. Second, the state government are not subordinate to the central government. Third, Brussels had a separate government in which both the communities have equal representation. And the fourth, Apart from the central and state government, there is a third kind of government elected by people called as community government. So community government, when we talk about, this is the thing which you never heard. Community government, especially the government who deal with the problem or the laws which is related to the education and also the cultural or religious issues. So community government try to provide all things related to cultural, educational and language related issue. Here minister also number same, so that whatever amendment made by the government, it is equally given importance to the all communities. Conclusion. Through the Belgium case study, what you learned, these arrangements have worked well so far. They help to avoid civil strife between the two major communities and a possible division of the country on linguistic line. When many countries of Europe came together to form the European Union, Brussels was chosen as its headquarters. Now we are going to see the case study of Sri Lanka. First we are going to see the map so that we can better understand. This is Sri Lanka map, and according to this map we can see the yellow part which is captured by Sinhala, those who are the majority community, and the light orange color Sri Lankan Tamil. Indian Tamils is the brown color, and then the other community also. So majority, if you want to see, it is captured by Sinhala community, those who are speaking Sinhalese language, and yellow portion, and they have conflict with the Tamils. So now we are going to see the history of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is an island nation. It is a few kilometers off the southern coast of Tamil Nadu. Tamil natives of Sri Lanka are called Sri Lankan Tamils. Indian Tamils are those whose forefathers came from India as plantation workers during the colonial period. Now we are going to see the ethnic composition of Sri Lanka. The major social group are Sinhala speakers 74%, Tamil speakers 18%, and the others are 8%, in which you can say that among Tamil there are two subgroups. Tamil native in country are called Sri Lankan Tamil 13%. The rest whose forefather came from India as plantation workers during colonial period are called Indian Tamils. So out of 13% Sri Lankan Tamil and 5% Indian Tamil. So Sri Lankan Tamil are concentrated in north east of the country. Most of the Sinhala speaking people are Buddhist, while most of Tamil are Hindu or Muslim. There are about 7% Christian who are both Tamil and Sinhala. Now, the policy which is adopted by Sri Lankan government to settle down the dispute or to govern the country. Sri Lanka emerged as an independent country in 1948. So, what they have done? A belief that the majority community should be able to rule the country in whichever way it wants by disregarding the wishes and need of the minority. This is called majoritarianism. Whereas if you go through with the Belgium, then you can understand adjustment, accommodation. When you compare it with Sri Lanka, by the policy name, you can understand the way they govern the society. Majoritarianism means ruled by majority without the interest of taking care of the interest of minority. Now Sri Lanka emerged as an independent country in 1948. The leaders of Sinhala community sought to secure dominance over government by virtue of their majority. As a result, the democratically elected government adopted a series of majoritarian measures to establish Sinhala supremacy. Now, the step which is taken by government to show the Sinhala supremacy. First, dominance of Sinhala community due to the majority. Then 1956 Act made Sinhala as the only official language. Government jobs, policies or preference given to the Sinhalese in university position and job, and all must have to follow the religion Buddhism. So this is what they adopted. This is the reason of the alienation of Sri Lankan Tamil and the majoritarianism government of Sri Lanka. All these government measures coming one after the other gradually increased the feeling of alienation among the Sri Lankan Tamils. They felt that none of major political parties led by Buddhist Sinhala leaders was sensitive to their language and culture. They felt that the constitution and government policies denied them equal political rights, discriminated against them in getting job and other opportunities, and ignored their interest. What is the position of Sri Lankan Tamils and what was their demand? These all communities launched political parties and struggled for recognized Tamil as an official language, demanded autonomy, equal opportunity in education and job. Political organization was formed demanding an independent Tamil Elam in North and North East Sri Lanka. So these were the demand of Sri Lankan Tamils. The distance between the two communities turned into the widespread conflict, and it soon turned into a civil war. When you talk about the civil war, it is a kind of violent conflict between opposing groups within a country that becomes so intense that it appears like a war. And due to this, the country recorded excellent development. After this situation also, the Sri Lankan government recorded a economic development in education and health, but the civil war has caused a terrible setback of social, cultural and economic life of the country. What do we learn from these two stories of Belgium and Sri Lanka? In Belgium, the leaders have realized that the unity of the country is possible only by respecting the feeling and interest of different communities and regions. Such realization resulted in mutually accepted arrangements for sharing power. In Belgium, the leaders have realized that the unity of the country is possible only by respecting the feeling and interest of different communities and regions. Such realization resulted in mutually accepted arrangements for sharing power. Sri Lanka shows us a contrasting example. It shows us that if a majority community wants to force its dominance over others and refuses to share power, it can undermine the unity of the country. So this is what the power sharing arrangement in Belgium and Sri Lanka. The Belgium policy is known as accommodation policy, whereas Sri Lankan policy is known as the majoritarianism. So after going through with this, we have to do these all questions related to the topic discussed in video. And that's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.